If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstnb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
Pull up, we bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, YouTube? xCixtch, we back out with another video. Today's video, we got the best slashing playmaker build in NBA 2K20. Now, a long time ago, like 4 months ago, I did give you guys the best slashing playmaker build. Looking back at that video though, that is definitely not the best slashing playmaker build. So I decided to make an updated video on the best slashing playmaker, and this is the video right here. We're to get straight into it, man. Make sure you guys do make it a point guard so you get the maximum bat as possible. I know you can make this build a shooting guard, small forward, and even power forward, but we're going to be making it a point guard to get the maximum batters, and this other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. Now moving on to skill breakdown with this build, man. I'm pretty sure there's like 3 pie charts you can use to make a slashing playmaker. The first one, playmaking and finishing. You can also use the all playmaking pie chart, and I'm pretty sure you can even use the defensive playmaking pie chart. But today we are going to be picking the playmaking and finishing pie chart. I know there's going to be people in the comment section saying, oh, the all playmaking pie chart is the best way to make the slashing playmaker. I'm going to recommend you pick the playmaking and finishing pie chart because you're going to get more badges than the all playmaking. You're going to have Hall of Fame finishing badges and Hall of Fame playmaking. The Hall of Playmaking pie chart, it only gets Hall of Fame playmaking. This build gets Hall of Fame playmaking and Hall of Fame finishing. So I personally feel like this is the best pie chart when it comes to making the slashing playmaker. So make sure you guys do pick this pie chart. Now moving on to physical profile of this build, man, I personally recommend you pick the agility and vertical pie chart. Keep in mind, this build can dunk really good. You need high vertical to get up there and dunk. So I'm going to recommend you pick agility and vertical. If you really want the all agility though, go ahead, but I'm gonna recommend you pick this pie chart. Now moving on to that, so make sure you guys do it just like this so you get the maximum bat as possible. You are gonna max out your close shot to a 90. You also are gonna max out your driving layup to a 94. Your driving dunk also maxes out to an 89, and your standing dunk, you're gonna put this up +1 to a 33, so you get 20 finishing batters. Now moving on to shooting, you're gonna max out your mid-range shot. Actually, you're gonna max out every single shooting stat, so max out your 3-point shot as well. Also max out your free throw and your post fade. Again, max this out to an 81, I believe. Yep, an 81, so you get 13 shooting batters. Now moving on to playmaking, you're gonna max out your pass accuracy and also max out your ball handling just like that, so you get 22 playmaking batters. Now moving on to defense, you're gonna max out your perimeter defense. You also are gonna max out your lateral quickness. You also are gonna max out your steal just like that. These remaining 41 upgrades, put your defensive rebounding to a 70 just like that, so you get 9 defensive rebounding batters. And you guys can see, here's the build. You get 20 finishing, 13 shooting, 22 playmaking, and 9 defensive rebounding. You can add that up as a total of 64 batters for the slashing playmaker build. Now I know some of you guys remember in my top 3 best build video, I did have this build in the video. If you did not know, the max amount of batters you can get on any player is 65 batters. So this build gets 1 badge off of the max, 64 badges. There is another slashing playmaker build that gets 65 badges. I already have a video on that if you do want to see it. But in my opinion, this is definitely going to be the best slashing playmaker because the 65 badge slashing playmaker, it only has 1 defensive badge, opposed to this one has 9. It's going to be way better defensively. The only real difference I see between the two-way slashing playmaker and this one is this one gets better finishing and you have better shooting. The shooting stats are pretty much the same, but you get 3 extra shooting badges than the two-way slashing playmaker does. Playmaking is pretty much the same. Actually, you get 2 extra playmaking badges, and definitely finishing is better. Now move on to this other stuff. Now body shape does not matter. Personally, since it's a guard, I'm gonna recommend you pick Define or Compact. It doesn't matter whatsoever what you pick. It doesn't really matter whatsoever. So I'm gonna pick Define. Now moving on to the height with this build. The best height for this build is going to be 6'5". Now I know people probably don't want to make a 6'5" guard because pretty much everybody has a 6'5" guard. If you're really one of those people, you can make your player 6'6". You'll still be able to speed boost and get contact dunks. You are taking a little bit of a hit on your stats, so it's really up to you. But I'd personally recommend you do 6'5". That's going to be the best height for this build. You have a 90 driving dunk, so you'll be able to unlock the pro, elite, and small contact dunks off rip with this build. You have an 88 ball handling. You minimize your wingspan all the way down. You're going to have a 91 ball handling. You're going to be able to speed boost with this build off rip. Make sure you guys do make the build 6'5". Now moving on to the weight with this build, you could go lowest weight if you want some better acceleration, lateral quickness, but personally I think I'm gonna recommend you put your weight to 200 pounds. The reason for that, you're not losing anything whatsoever. Take a look at your stats. When you're 200 pounds, you're not losing one single stat. You're just gaining some strength. So I think it's going to be a good way for this build because you're not losing anything. and plus you're gonna have a little bit of weight on you, so you can get up there and dunk on the bigger centers that have 95 strength. Make sure you guys do put your weight to 200 pounds. Now moving on to the wingspan of this build, like I just explained, minimize your wingspan all the way down so you get better shooting and some better ball handling. If you guys did not know, when you hit 99.9 overall, you get a +5 to all your attributes, 76 plus 5, 66 plus 5. You're gonna have an 81 mid-range and a 71 three-pointer at 99.9 overall. So this build's gonna be able to shoot. You don't even have to hit 99.9 overall to shoot. You can shoot off rip. Make sure you guys do minimize your wingspan all the way down. Now move on to takeovers with this build, man. It's either slasher, Playmaker, or shot creator. If it was up to me, I would either pick Playmaker or slasher. Playmaker, if you want to break ankles and dribble pretty good, pick Playmaker. That's going to be your best option. Or slasher, you're still going to be able to dribble really good, and you're going to be able to dunk on people really insane. Like I said, Hall of Fame finishing badges, you're going to be able to get the pro, elite, and small contact dunks off rip. I'd personally recommend you pick slasher, but if you really want Playmaker or shot creator, go ahead. Like I said, I'm recommending you pick slasher. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a slashing playmaker similar to Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, and John Morant. Very nice build, 64 badges. Now we're gonna get straight into the best badges for this build, man. If you guys still watch this video, make sure you guys do it the like button, subscribe, put the sub count real quick. You guys can see 34,100 subs. We're 900 subs away from 35k subs. You watch this video right now, you like what you see, do it, turn on notifications. Now we're gonna get straight into the best badges for this build. 99 overall real quick. Let me take the sub count off, give me a minute. Now you guys can see 20 finishing badges. I would definitely recommend throwing Hall of Fame contact finisher for this build. Keep in mind, you are a 6'5" player. I would highly recommend throwing Giant Slayer for this build. This badge will activate when you go up against anybody that's taller than you, and it works the best against defenders that are 5 inches taller than you. So this badge will work best against defenders that are 6'10" and taller. 12 upgrades left. I'm also gonna recommend throwing Hall of Fame slithery finisher for this build. Definitely need that badge. 8 upgrades left. I'm also going to recommend throwing Hall of Fame Fancy Forward for this build. 4 upgrades left. I feel like Consistent Finisher is another good badge, so I'm going to throw this on Silver. 2 upgrades left. I think I'm going to do Lob City Finisher for this build. You guys are probably wondering, why would you put Lob City Finisher on a point guard? Keep in mind, alley-oops are very overpowered in this game. Say you guys are getting clamped, you have an opportunity for a backdoor alley-oop. Lob City Finisher will help you finish those alley-oops. I feel like these are going to be the best finishing badges for this build. You want some other badges though? You can change the badges up. Do whatever you want to do. Now moving on to shooting badges for this build, when you have 13 shooting badges, I recommend throwing gold quick draw for this build. You don't have this badge on, you're not going to be able to shoot. It's that simple. I also recommend throwing gold range extender for this build. This badge right here is to help you shoot a lot deeper, and this badge even activates on mid-range shots. You definitely need this badge. 7 upgrades left. I also recommend throwing gold hot zone hunter for this build. If you have all your hot zones, this badge right here is going to help you make more shots in your hot zones. 4 upgrades left. Deadeye is going to be a very good badge for this build, so I think I'm going to throw this badge on silver. I might do gold, but I kind of want another silver badge, so I'm going to just put it on silver for now. 2 upgrades left. There are a couple good badges you can throw on. Green Machine's a good badge. Catch and shoot, difficult shots, volume shooter, hot start. Like I said, there's a plenty of good badges. It really just depends what you want. Personally, I think I'm gonna throw on volume shooter for this build. This is gonna be a very nice badge, especially if you're ISOing with this build. If you keep shooting jump shots, this badge right here is gonna help you make more jump shots if you keep shooting them. So I feel like these are gonna be the best shooting badges for this build. If you really want some other badges though, change the badges up, do whatever you want to do. Now moving on to playmaking badges with this build, we have 22 playmaking badges. I recommend throwing Hall of Fame handles for days for this build. Definitely want quick first step Hall of Fame as well. If you're ISOing, you definitely need space creator on Hall of Fame. So I'm gonna recommend those badges on Hall of Fame as well. 10 upgrades left. I'm also gonna recommend throwing Hall of Fame unpluckable for this build. 6 upgrades left. I think I'm gonna throw on Hall of Fame floor general for this build. This badge right here is gonna give a +4 to all your teammates' offensive capabilities. It's gonna be a very nice badge for your teammates. 2 upgrades left. I think I'm gonna do silver bailout. It's gonna help you pass out of jump shots, layups, and dunks without the pass going flying out of bounds. You definitely need that badge. In my opinion, I think these are the best playmaking badges. If you want ankle breaker is going to be a very nice badge for you, especially if you pick the Playmaker Takeover. I would definitely throw this badge on if you pick Playmaker Takeover. You want Dimer, Lob City, like I said, you can change the badges up, tie handles. This is just my personal recommendation. Moving on to defensive badges with this build, when you have 9 defensive badges, there's 3 badges I feel like you got to have: gold clamps, gold intimidator, and gold pick dodger. This is what I'll throw on personally if it was up to me. Now, if you want some interceptor, some pickpocket, or maybe even rebound chaser, you can throw these badges on silver. It's really up to you. I'll even show you guys a different combination. You can throw these badges on silver just like that. You can do some interceptor, maybe some pogo stick, and rebound chaser. It's really up to you, man. It just depends on your play style, but personally, I'm gonna throw these badges on gold. I'm not forcing you to put these badges on. I just want to get that clear. If you really want some other badges, man, do whatever you feel is best. But that's pretty much it, man. That's the best slashing playmaker build in NBA 2K20. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy this video, man, make sure you guys do it the like button, subscribe. Like I said, man, we're 900 subs away from 35k subs. You watch this video right now, you like what you see, make sure you guys do it, subscribe, and turn on notifications. But that's pretty much it, man. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Until next time, Clutcho.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.